Dealers dumping their silver. This is unthinkable. We have a new era for silver stacking right now. The game is completely changed. And what's happened is that typically when you bring in silver to your local dealer and you swap it out for cash, you're selling that silver for cash. What happens, if you're interested in this topic, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, check this out. What typically happens is, sure, if you're bringing in rounds like this, these are just generic silver rounds. They generally go for a little bit over spot if you're buying, and if you're selling them, the dealer will take a bit off of spot, maybe $1, $1.50 off of spot. That's how generic rounds work. Many silver stackers, this is what we focus on, is generic rounds. So if you bring in silver to sell to your dealer, that the dealer will do one of two things. They will hold on to that silver until they could find somebody else, another local customer, comes in and will buy that silver. If they feel like they're not going to have a local customer, then they have to find a wholesaler or a distributor to buy it from them. That's typically what happens. So if you bring in some 19th century silver to your local shop, something that has some numismatic value, maybe Morgan dollars, 19th century Morgan dollars, seeded Liberty dollars, any silver that's a collector's item. If there's nobody on the local level that will buy that collector's silver, then the dealer will immediately look for a wholesaler to sell it to, so they could basically dump it, get rid of it right away. And since the pandemic, that's been the case for anything you bring, any 19th century silver you bring in, any rare silver, rare gold that you bring in on the local level, they dump it immediately. It goes straight to the distributor, straight to the wholesaler. They don't even hold it, because during the pandemic, online dealers spent millions of dollars growing their business, and now that rare coin market is completely online. That is the biggest shift, and that's why I say we are in a new era for stacking silver. The other reason we're in a new era for stacking silver is that for the past 2 months, people who stack these silver rounds, they're cashing out. People who stack bars of silver, they've been cashing out. I mean, it's just hand over fist, bringing in all this silver. And that really started when gold jumped up in price and stayed there. We expected to see a correction for gold, and we really didn't see much of a correction. Look at gold. It's still reaching for $3,000. It's still reaching up there. So for your local dealer, if somebody brings in gold, there's people bringing in 1 ounce, 2 ounces of gold. They want to swap that for cash. They want to sell it for cash. If a local shop has to pay for 2 ounces of gold just in the morning, even before lunch, they're out $6,000. The dealer, and that's cash. Maybe they'll write a check. If they know you, then maybe they'll write you a check. But they're giving out all this cash. So the dealer is expecting the history of the local coin shop on your local level. It has always been that the dealer makes up for it. If somebody's selling gold, sure, it's always been expensive, but they make up for it because people are coming in to buy silver. But as stackers sit on the sidelines and they're not buying the silver, they can't make up for that loss. So the dealer is really in a panic lately. And they're going, instead of holding silver, even generic silver, this is what I'm telling you. At the top of this video, I talked about bars and rounds, generic silver. They're immediately, instead of holding it, these local dealers, they're looking straight for wholesalers and distributors. They have to. They need to get that money back in. They need to balance their sheets. And it's really stressful. It's a new time. It's a new era for stacking silver. Look, there's dealers that even for gold, if you bring in gold, there's dealers where I live here, they have to look across the country to sell. They can't even find distributors or wholesalers here in California. They have to go completely to the East Coast to find distributors to buy the gold from them. It's really a tough spot. It truly is a new era for stacking silver. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I post a new video every day. I really appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.